no martial art was created for small people. I thought that was a pretty bold statement.
Whoa. I mean...
But it's semantics again. No martial art was created for small people.
Yeah, I know, but I hate people that do that.
Yeah, I mean... So, like Little Robert. He's a black belt.
Yeah, he's a lifelong martial artist.
Yeah,
Right.
different.
He could fuck me up.
Yeah.
Like, point blank, he could mess me up if he wanted to. And he's smaller than me. So it's like, I get what he's saying. Technically, like Taekwondo, karate, that was not created for a small person. But at the same time, there's a small person who proves it can work.
He did say that he would rather be a small person in karate or boxing than grappling. Because with grappling, like, you have gravity working against you. So he goes, it's harder being small and grappling than karate or, you know, whatever stand-up martial art there was. And I'm like,
yeah, I mean,
like I said, he had some valid points, but I think too much semantics, and I think he was just trying to get too clickbaity into it.
Yeah, he was just trying to get people to like get annoyed with him and say something.
Like I said,
especially with that title.
I hated the title. I didn't agree with everything he said because I do think it was created for small people to defeat bigger people, and then you can add the fact that it was created so that smaller people can defeat bigger people that didn't know the martial art, and I would agree with that caveat. And then within jiu-jitsu, like if you get good enough and you're tiny, eventually it doesn't matter how big they are.
Oh,
you just have a long time to get there. So if you're a white belt, blue belt, purple belt, brown belt is getting less, but you know, by the time you get black belt, elite black belt, then it doesn't matter. You can be, you know, Hobson, and he's pretty tiny, and dude,
just
good luck.
Doesn't matter.
Good
Have
luck
fun
using
with that.
weight and strength. It doesn't matter. So I think in the beginning, his point is pretty good. Like, it sucks when you're small to start. It sucks the first handful of years until you're good enough where it stops sucking.
I could see that.
Yep. And same thing. Not even when you're small, but when you're aged or aged,
it all comes down to the same thing.
Yeah.
If you're starting, you're literally, if you're, like you said, crippled like we are, but old or been too small, overweight,
genetically not gifted.
Yeah, any of the things that you're starting a step behind everybody else. That's just what it is. You're starting a step behind, so you're going to have to work harder to find those techniques that work within what you do, because, you know, you're just a step behind on everything.
Yep.
Yeah, that's me.
So that's when safe training comes in. You know, I think if you have a good school, a lot of that doesn't matter. Like, we're starting to do it. Crawler's been doing it. Like, they don't allow unlearned people to roll together. That's not safe.
No,
so
it's not.
If you
it's not productive. It's really anti-productive, because it gives you the flawed sense of, hey, I did really good against this guy. He didn't know anything anyways.
Yeah, because
so you're more athletic than him. Great. Him or her.
Yeah,
Great.
In
That's not jiu-jitsu.
In the early stages of jiu-jitsu, rolling is pretty much doing more harm than good.
I didn't like it. I hated it. I was like, this is stupid. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is stopping you from kicking me over. Like, F off. I hated it.
Rolling with like
also sucked at it. So
rolling with first day white belts is always tough because they don't know anything about anything. So then you're like, it's not productive. You say, hey, try to fight. You know, try to beat me.
They're not learning anything.
Yeah.
It's not it's not extending their learning for the class.
Yeah. So I think there should be definitely a base knowledge before you're allowed to roll.
I agree.
Maybe.
I just don't see the point. But so many people are there to have fun with jiu-jitsu, which I get too.
And
like, you just want to have fun, get out there and do it. I get it.
To be fair, then you got the wrestlers and you got the people that kind of grow up, you know, with, you know, fighting siblings or whatever.
Yeah.
So they can kind of roll. But others just simply, I've had it both ways. I've had people that I'm like, oh, you have a good fight IQ. You're not doing anything right, but your fight IQ is high. Then
or your balance is good. Like, hey, I don't just throw you over just because you naturally have a good balance.
And then you got people like, no, let's not bother. Let's start without.
I call them
rolling.
kung fu hands. It's the where do I put? They evidently hit you in the face.